Hello guys and welcome to the video. This video was made possible by the EA Gamechangers network as I was lucky enough to be sent out to Berlin to capture FIFA 19 early. Thank you very much EA for providing the food, the travel, the accommodation and of course sending myself out to the event. Time to crack underway with the video. So we are on to the second team of which we're going through the ratings and in-game stats. The first one we did, which was Man United, and of course we are on to the second one, which is Liverpool. So I'll give you a quick rundown. Basically, I recorded this video over at the Capture event in Germany a few days ago. And now what I'm doing is basically just showing you the ratings, the in-game stats, the position changes, the changes from race, qualities from maybe gold res to gold non-res. Just going to give a brief opinion on it. About, you know, again, it's just a brief opinion, so it's nothing too mad. And yeah, let's crack it underway. Ruins it right there. You see like half the ratings, but the first player, which you guys would have already seen, because of course he was in the countdown, is Mohamed Salah. Of course, one of the massive things is that 3-star weak foot upgrade, which everyone really wanted. And yeah, not too shabby. I don't think too much has changed. I mean, apart from he's 88 rated, of course. So we now scroll. Now, one thing I did was I actually gave myself quite a lot of time to speak for it. So I might end my explanation and then end up having a little bit more time. But there we go. We do have the likes of his stuff. Very, very nice pace. Very decent shooting. I mean, 90 finishing, 90 attacking position, 70 strength. But I think he's, what, 5'9", so it doesn't really account for, you know, a mad amount. 63 aggression's not that bad. Dribbling, looking very, very good. Again, dribbling is one of the metas this year, so... But so is strength, so that might counter it. But yeah, very, very nice looking card. Of course, you would have already seen his rating, so... These in-game stats, I imagine, are new to you, but the rating, nothing too much. But yeah, decent passing him. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see anyone use Salah at the capture event, but you know, what you gotta understand is we were given absolutely everyone. We're given the icons, given the top dogs. So, moving on to the second player, we have got is Roberto FIRMINO. Of course, he's had a +2 upgrade from an 84 to a 86. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, high work rate, 5'11". But yeah, not bad. Again, didn't see anyone use Roberto FIRMINO down the event. An interesting card, but I don't know exactly if he'd be one for me at the low pace. But he's got those double fours, which are good. Again, basically stats across the board. Shooting, dribbling, physical, pace. He's got a little bit everywhere, but again, they're not my personally type of strikers. On the other hand, I do think they're more viable, I guess, in FIFA 19 and FIFA 18 because dribbling and strength is quite a big thing, and you know he's not doing too bad in those departments. So the next player we are on to is Sadio Mane, having 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Again, I believe he had a +2 from last year, so not doing too bad on the rating front. High medium work rates, 5'9", not too bad. Again, Liverpool got a decent attack. You know, the only problem is it's a lack of height. You know, using Mane, Salah, and Firmino, and all of them sub 6 foot. Really good acceleration, really good sprint speed, decent shooting, nice passing. His strength lets him down a little bit right there, but you know his dribbling and pace is very, very nice, which is pretty useful for the next FIFA. Another guy who had a +1 or 2, I think it is, as De Vrij. He's got himself, sorry, Van Dijk, can't read. 6 foot, 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. Nothing to really scream and shout about this. Nothing to scream and shout about. I'll tell you one thing, he could be one of your starter centre-backs, you know? Because he does look pretty decent, you know? People also might be put off by the buy being non-rare. I mean, it'll make him cheaper, but then they might see him and be like, so yeah, pace-wise, not bad. Physical's looking decent. Defending stats are looking pretty decent. 92 strength, they paired that with what is 6 foot and a bit. Not too shabby. And again, you guys can pause these at whatever point you want, and obviously note down what you wish. Fabinho getting himself a +1 right here as well. 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. Foot and foot whiz do have all the in-game stats, so that's a little bit easier than pausing this. Go mad. I just think that this is very aesthetically pleasing compared to maybe looking on a database, which is a little bit less so aesthetically pleasing, so I think, you know, might as well look on it. But there are your in-game stats of Fabinho. Really decent strength, nice defending, decent pace, decent passing. 93 stamina, it's not too shabby. But yeah, not too bad. 91 pence as well. It's an interesting stat. But yeah, it's got a lot of 82s, 83s across the board. Do expect him to be quite expensive off the bat as well for Fabinho. Next person we got is Alisson. Again, new signing. Alisson's actually had a +5. That's pretty mad, you know. But then again, he must have had a good season with Roma. I'm not too sure about Brazil though. There's his stats. Again, he's a goalkeeper, so there's nothing more than his base. Actually, no, had his acceleration under speed, which is interesting. So you got Naby Keita. Didn't actually get himself an upgrade whatsoever. But then again, I don't think Naby Keita had anything more than... Oh no, he did get a team of season last year. But 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, not bad. So he's had a +1 on the skill moves, which I'm sure people won't be complaining about. Again, all-round stats, not really seeing too high on the strength. Really good dribbling. Defending's a little bit iffy. He's a strange card, Naby Keita. He's a strange card. But again, you might see him, he'd probably be very expensive straight off the bat just because of Liverpool as such. Again, another 4-star skilling centre mid in Liverpool. Wijnaldum, absolutely no difference to the rating, no difference to the card type. I'd say I couldn't compare the in-game stats and the card stats. I wouldn't know too much on each one. Again, another high stamina centre mid from Liverpool. Really decent dribbling, better defending as well, which is interesting. Passing, shooting, pace. He's got obviously he's got 70s all on his card, which isn't too bad. Then you get Hendog, 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. No difference in the card rating. Like, interesting all-rounder Hendo, you know. Especially like defensive wise, because what 75+ in every stat, par, shooting, and pace. So not bad. Yeah, 91 stamina. What is it with these Liverpool guys? But again, high passing, 85 long passing, 85 short passing, 84 vision. Vision's pretty big because one massive complaint I imagine they got was when your player, let's say, be looking the wrong direction and then they somehow bang up like a 30-40 yard pass, like a Manolas, right? We're banging up a 30-40 yard pass when he's not even looking the right direction. So what they've done is, like, vision is now quite a big stat, because if they have high vision, they have a higher chance at making that 180 pass. Like, say, maybe like a Modric, an Iniesta, I don't know, maybe a De Bruyne. But if you're having a Manolas, he is really going to struggle with those 180 degree passes, so he's probably going to, like, you know, mess him up loads, which could kill you on maybe a break in from a corner and so on and so on. So yeah, but vision's quite an interesting stat. But there you go, you got yourself James Milner. But you've got a +1 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Mucho das interesante. Again, stats right there. Another 91+ stamina. I know it's a stat no one really cares about, to be honest, but 81 aggression, 71 strength, not too bad. Again, really, he's actually got a really nice all-round card because his pace kind of kills a little bit for him. But yeah, I mean, decent defending, decent dribbling, decent passing as well. 82 shot power on him. And then we go back to Salah. So on to page numero 2 because we've got James Milner. We've got the new signing of Shaqiri, who I didn't even see myself, but he has 5-star skill moves. It kind of sucks having 5-star on a 80 pace because, of course, you can sometimes beat a player and then it's like, oh, they've caught up with me. But of course, there's a few really nice skill moves. 2 of which I'll say is there's some really good fake shots, of course, which give you a little bit of pace boost. Scoot turns really nice if you hit like back-to-back scoot turns, like you know, that's pretty filthy as such. You've got the skill move where you do a ball roll and then you do an outside step over and it gives a little pace boost. Like I say, so there's a fair few skill moves out there going to give him a pace boost. But there you go, so 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. I think he had has he got a -1 on his rating if I'm not wrong though? Kind of sucks for him because he didn't do too bad with Switzerland. But there you go, hopefully we move on to his in-game stats. Medium work rate right there. There are his in-game stats, 73 strength, 61 aggression. Let's say decent dribbling, 91 balance. That's going to be quite good for this this new 50-50 challenge system. Again, pretty high shot power, decent long shots, free kicks, not looking too shabby. Also got decent acceleration, but yeah, I say the 80 pace is a bit of a killer. We then got ourselves OXLADE-CHAMBERLAIN. I think he's kept the exact same rating, but his default card is now a centre mid over being a right mid. Could be filthy for some start teams because in fact he's got a nice all-round card, you know, like a lot of 70s on there. And yeah, on top of that, he's not got bad strength and aggression, which is always good from you midfielders. You know, decent dribbling on him right there, 88 balance. Not too shabby. Alonso. It'd be interesting if he gets, because the Chamber seems to be a card. I don't know, he's almost just been. It seems he's just been 80 rated for like the last 3 FIFAs or something. I guess he's injury prone. But there you go on to Lallana, who has 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. I believe he's kept the same rating. I think he's kept the same rating, maybe -1. I know he's gone from a rare gold to a non-rare, which is interesting because it does seem like there have been a lot more non-rares this year, especially a lot more high rated. Because as I say, I've done a video on every 82 plus non-rare. There are so many. This FIFA, I'd probably say what there is, 5, 6 maybe. Next FIFA, there is a mad amount, especially in the Premier League. But there you go. Stats around the shot. He's got decent short passing, decent ball control. You know, dribbling everywhere. We then move on to one of the best centre-backs probably in the world, and that is Dejan Lovren. Self-proclaimed. 4-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. I don't know why they've given him 2-star skill moves. Have you seen this guy step over? You know, Ronaldo's the cover star. Have they not seen Lovren? But there you go, defending. Obviously, it's the one thing he has got going for him. Free kick accuracy 18. Yeah, I mean, he's a physical guy. But, yeah. We then go on to Matip. Of course, he's lost 2 rating and is now a non-rare. 6'5" though. It's interesting. Double 2s on the weak foot and skill moves. And move on to his card. Again, you're not really screaming and shouting about too much here. Just high defending. Just going to be yet another one of them 81 centre-backs, or just high-rated non-rare centre-backs from the Prem. There is a many, and this is actually, I'd say, contender of the best left-back from the Prem off the bat. And that is Andrew Robertson. Quite liked Andrew Robertson, you know, did that thing where a kid donated to a food bank, and I was like, oh, good guy Robertson, you know. Basically, some kid donated to a food bank, and he sent him a letter, but didn't give him his kit, because no one wanted the left-back kit, so he gave him Firmino's kit, and it was like, you know. Here, right here. But 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot, 5'10", high work rates. I think I'll be excited right there. In-game stats, not looking too shabby, decent pace. You know, good dribbling. Trust me, I'm refraining from commenting on the stamina. I know you guys are gonna get bored. Then they have Danny Sturridge, who has taken a -2, I believe. Yeah, he's taken a -2 over here, and he's losing even more of his legs. You know, he started off with what, 90 to 80. Now they're like, hey, you know, Dan he complained about his pace as well. It's like, you complained about your pace, we'll take another 5 off you, you know. And we'll see how you're complaining. But 4-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. Be completely honest, I don't think you guys will be madly interested in this guy's card. I'll pause it for a second as we can observe him having 11 marking. Yeah, acceleration, shooting, maybe in the dribbling department. Oh, spoiler on the Klein right there, but Klein being taken a -2 and being made non-rare, 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. I don't think there's any change in that department. Of course, you'd have a sneak preview of his stats right there. Nothing too mad. Standing tackle, slide tackle in the greens, but other than that, just a bit of a meh card all round. We then go on to Mr. Mignolet. He's taking a -1. You know, Liverpool fans may think he needs more, but you know. Hey, he didn't. I guess he wasn't too shabby, apart from his buttered-up gloves. But there you go. There's the interesting thing. Like speed split into acceleration and sprint speed, even for our goalkeepers. So got a few more players. Then got Carriers. Oh no, it wasn't Mignolet. It was Carriers. He knows nothing. 3-star weak foot, 1-star skill moves. Nothing too much. There you go. 5 acceleration, 4 sprint speed. I don't actually have that. You know, they're actually too slow. Because I bet you compare that to some centre-backs, and I bet, you know, maybe they are. And there you go, on to Alexander-Arnold. A lot of hype around this guy. Of course, he went from a non-rare, I think it was 73 rated, to a, sorry, rare 73 rated, or a non-rare 73 rated, to a 78 rated non-rare. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Not looking too bad. I imagine it'll be expensive for the bat, just due to hype around him, you know. He'll be a pretty hyped up player. We're now going to move on to the concept cards. But there you go, because obviously we don't actually get given all the non-rares. So who is the first victim? That is a no, is it a Rigi? Is it? Can I make my mind up? It is a Rigi. Rigi is a gold common card, so I think he's taken a -1. I think he has a Rigi. But yeah, nothing too interesting with that guy's card. Next person, we go on to Roberto Moreno. He's kept rare. Yeah, fast, 3-star, 3-star. There's in-game stats here. Decent aggression on him. I mean, he's a bit of a small one, so he's a bit of a whippersnapper. But decent acceleration, decent pace, good balance, good agility. Right, he's almost one for going forward, you know. Gomez been moved from a centre-back, 74 rated centre-back to a 76 rated right-back. Kept the 3-star skill moves. I'm pretty sure he had last year. Decent pace, not decent shooting. A few greens right there in the dribbling, decent defending. 78 strength, not too bad. A little bit too slow for right. But what's mad? Spurs have 3 right backs, all English, all golden on rare with Klein, Alexander, Arnold, and Gomez. Then move on to Marxic, which is a silver rare, 4-star skill moves, 3-star with it. I tell you what, he could be an expensive one at the back. Just usually, you know, the people who love their silvers. I mean, it's not so much nowadays without silver tournaments, but yeah, he is. You know, them silver lovers will. You know, there'll be a favourite mark of it right there. Decent dribbling, good at jumping, not good at picking up weights, but decent at running forward. Next person is this guy. I mean, silver rare, 3-star skills, 3-star weak for nothing too interesting. I think he's what, +1 or 2 from last year. There's your in-game stats if you care. Next guy, go on to is Solanke, 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak for. Again, don't think he's doing too much from his rating last year. Decent strength, I guess, him as such, but you'd want that if you're only sitting on 6.9's pace. So then head over to Ojo, again 3-star, 3-star, silver common, nothing to scream and shout about. There's his in-game stats. Thing is, near enough the same sort of card, maybe an 80, sorry, 65 last year. Oh my god, I wasn't around for that guy. Go on to Brewster, 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak. I mean, he's a bronze rare at the end of the day, so people aren't too interested. Yeah, not too much to scream. I mean, it was actually silver. Jones, 3-star, 3-star, centre mid, English. There you go. Decent agility, decent balance. Silver's all over the shop. Sorry, oranges all over the shop. They got 3-star, 3-star, 5.9 again. I don't know who's madly interested in these guys. Trust me, if that Spanish guy was high rated, I'd probably be more professional and go back to him. But bear in mind, I don't think anyone's too interested in trust me, those stats weren't worth probably even pausing the video for. But there we go, a very professional ending to the video. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, we do have the Man United team and loads of teams swapping out. As you can see, I will say one thing. Obviously, they're not the highest production. I probably could be a little bit more professional, but I have like 20 teams I want to get out to you rather than having 5 teams high production value. You're looking at in-game stats. You know, getting me talking about it. Who had a 1 and no, had a 2 and 10. Yeah, my record in FIFA. I was the one taking the losses in FIFA 19, but hey, you know, someone's got to do it, and I'll be that menu streamer. But thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure to drop a like if you like the video. Hey, sub if you want to sub. I'm a FIFA trader. Check out my Twitch. I'm predominantly a Twitch streamer. Part of how the video, you know, that's my reason why the video might not have been too amazing. Feel free to check out the Twitter. That's down below. Thank you once again, EA, for allowing me to do this. And so there'll probably be a few other teams I'm playing. I'm uploading 5 off the bat, and then maybe 1 every now and again as such. But yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll see you guys with the next FIFA 19 ratings video.